Welcome to this transformative self-coaching program designed to help you integrate and heal the pattern and beliefs of unloved inner child. This is an emotional EMDR mini course whose goal is to guide you through a process of understanding, reframing, and building resilience to this pattern and beliefs. It is recommended that you use this program in full screen mode, while sitting still and upright. Follow the movements of the ball or pattern on the screen with your eyes. As the words from the audio are spoken, notice the feelings they evoke in your body and any mental images that may arise. If your mind starts to wander, gently redirect your focus back to the moving ball or pattern. Optionally, or if you are not able to use video, you can also tap on one or more EFT points. How it works. In step 1, we evoke the distressful emotional state of the belief or pattern. Note: this can be emotionally triggering. Take full responsibility for your well-being. In step 2, we offer ourselves loving, compassionate self-acceptance for this state and beliefs. We then reframe the belief, pattern or state with new positive suggestions to the mind. We then bridge the mind into the new, more positive reality. We finally express gratitude for the new positive reality, taking it as fact. Ready. Section 1. Unpacking emotional experiences. We begin with a setup of the issue. Even though I struggle with this pattern, I choose to still deeply love, honor and accept myself, and I am open to a more empowering state of being. Take a deep breath. I feel unseen and unloved, as if my emotional needs were never truly met. I often experience a deep sense of abandonment, stemming from my childhood. I am haunted by the feeling of not being good enough for love or attention. I carry the weight of believing that I must earn love through perfection. I am overwhelmed by feelings of loneliness, even when surrounded by others. I find myself constantly seeking approval, yet never feeling satisfied. I struggle with intense fear of rejection, affecting my relationships. I feel unworthy of love, as if there's something fundamentally wrong with me. I regularly battle with self-doubt and a lack of self-esteem. I am often consumed by the fear that I will be left alone. I experience a persistent sense of sadness, linked to feeling unloved. I have a deep-seated belief that I am not deserving of happiness. I feel disconnected from others, struggling to form meaningful connections. I am frequently overwhelmed by a sense of emotional emptiness. I often feel trapped in a cycle of seeking love but never finding it. Section 2. Feel into this balanced, compassionate perspective from your inner coach. Maintain your attention on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. I lovingly acknowledge my feelings of being unseen and unloved, understanding they stem from deep emotional needs. I warmly embrace my sense of abandonment, recognizing its roots in my childhood. I compassionately hold my feeling of not being good enough, seeing it as a call for self-acceptance. I gently accept my belief of needing to earn love, understanding it's a burden I've carried. I kindly acknowledge my loneliness, seeing it as a sign of my deep yearning for connection. I compassionately embrace my constant search for approval, understanding its origin. I warmly accept my fear of rejection, recognizing it's part of my experience. I lovingly hold my feelings of unworthiness, understanding they don't define me. I gently embrace my self-doubt and low self-esteem, seeing them as areas for self-love. I compassionately acknowledge my fear of being alone, recognizing its impact. I warmly accept my persistent sadness, understanding its link to feeling unloved. I lovingly hold my belief of being undeserving of happiness, recognizing its depth. I gently embrace my disconnection, seeing it as a pathway to finding deeper connections. I compassionately acknowledge my emotional emptiness, understanding it's part of my journey. I lovingly accept my cycle of seeking love, seeing it as a part of my path. Section 3. Visualizing positive change. Take a deep breath. I am choosing now to recognize my worth and welcome love in all its forms. I am open to healing the wounds of abandonment and cultivating inner security. I could consider embracing my true value beyond external validation. It would be nice if I acknowledged my inherent worthiness of love. It is possible that I can find fulfillment and peace within myself. I can start to appreciate my unique qualities and stop seeking constant approval. I am willing to explore a life where fear of rejection doesn't control me. I have the opportunity to redefine my worth and embrace self-love. I am capable of building confidence and nurturing my self-esteem. I embrace the idea of finding strength in solitude and joy in companionship. I am ready to transform my sadness into a journey of self-discovery. I am beginning to see myself as deserving of joy and happiness. I am receptive to forming deep, meaningful connections with others. I am shifting towards filling my emotional void with self-compassion. I am open-minded about breaking the cycle and finding true love within. Section 4. Bridging the two worlds from emotion to aspiration. Remember to maintain your focus on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. Even though I feel unseen and unloved, I lovingly acknowledge these feelings, understanding they stem from deep emotional needs, and I am choosing now to recognize my worth and welcome love in all its forms. Although I often experience a sense of abandonment from my childhood, I warmly embrace this feeling, recognizing its roots, and I am open to healing these wounds and cultivating inner security. While I am haunted by feeling not good enough, I compassionately hold this feeling as a call for self-acceptance, and I could consider embracing my true value beyond external validation. Even though I believe I must earn love, I gently accept this burden and acknowledge it's time to see my inherent worthiness of love. Though overwhelmed by loneliness, I kindly acknowledge this as a sign of my yearning for connection, and it is possible that I can find fulfillment and peace within myself. While constantly seeking approval, I compassionately embrace this search, understanding its origin, and can start to appreciate my unique qualities without seeking constant approval. Despite my intense fear of rejection, I warmly accept it as part of my experience, and am willing to explore a life where this fear doesn't control me. Feeling unworthy of love, I lovingly hold these feelings, understanding they don't define me, and have the opportunity to redefine my worth and embrace self-love. Battling with self-doubt and low self-esteem, I gently embrace these as areas for self-love and am capable of building confidence and nurturing my self-esteem. Consumed by the fear of being alone, I compassionately acknowledge its impact, and embrace the idea of finding strength in solitude and joy in companionship. Feeling persistently sad and linked to being unloved, I warmly accept this sadness, understanding its link, and am ready to transform it into a journey of self-discovery. Holding a deep-seated belief of being undeserving of happiness, I lovingly hold this belief, recognizing its depth, and am beginning to see myself as deserving of joy and happiness. Feeling disconnected, I gently embrace this disconnection, seeing it as a pathway to deeper connections, and am receptive to forming meaningful relationships. Overwhelmed by emotional emptiness, I compassionately acknowledge it as part of my journey, and am shifting towards filling this void with self-compassion. Trapped in a cycle of seeking but never finding love, I lovingly accept this cycle, seeing it as part of my path, and am open-minded about breaking it and finding true love within. If you were tapping, you can stop as we go into gratitude. Section 5. Preemptive gratitude for transformation. I am grateful for discovering my inherent worth and the endless love that surrounds me. I give thanks for the healing of my childhood wounds, leading to a deep sense of security. I am thankful for recognizing my true value, independent of external validation. I appreciate the realization that I am worthy of love, just as I am. I am grateful for finding peace and fulfillment within myself. I give thanks for my unique qualities and the liberation from constant approval seeking. I am thankful for overcoming the fear of rejection and embracing my true self. I appreciate the journey towards self-love and redefining my worth. I am grateful for the growth in my confidence and self-esteem. I give thanks for the strength found in solitude and the joy in healthy relationships. I am thankful for transforming my sadness into a beautiful journey of self-discovery. I appreciate recognizing my right to happiness and joy. I am grateful for the deep, meaningful connections I have formed. I give thanks for filling my emotional emptiness with self-compassion. I am thankful for breaking the cycle of seeking love and finding it within myself. Section 6. Closing and next steps. Take a deep, rejuvenating breath. Congratulations on completing this transformative session. Take a note of how you feel in comparison to how you started, and consider journaling your notes about this session and any areas you'd like to explore. Be attentive to the potential reduction in the emotional weight of certain memories and actual circumstance shifts in your daily life. Note that it may take one, several, or many uses of this program to completely clear or reframe this pattern and beliefs. This program and affirmations serve to fortify your inner journey toward a more empowered state. Feel free to revisit them whenever you need to. For more details, see the link in the bio or description below.